paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bad mind, the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest the things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord.
It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Vikings and the Cards coming up next.
We're about 15 miles or so west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in the Arizona suburb of Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 21 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Cousins. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his 3rd season in the National Football League. On first down, Murray. This is intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pick-off.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick-6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick-6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 107 yards.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Murray off play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 59 yards. First down. Here's the run with Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Check. Jefferson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he gets this up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On play action, it's Murray. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He'll dump this off to Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. A throw for Thielen once again. This time it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 1st down, it's Cook. Oh, he shifts past him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. On 2nd and a yard. Cousins. That is caught at the 7. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And it shouldn't come as any surprise that you say Adam Thielen made a catch, and it was for a 1st down. He comes off another solid season, over 900 yards receiving, one of the best route runners in the NFL.
Here's Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes them back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Now a throw here hauled in. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rosa's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He'll go up top here for Hamler. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 76 yards. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is down to a field goal. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's Murray from midfield. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw is Murray. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it will come. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Handoff comes to Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
And when you think of the Vikings, you think of a team that brings a lot of pressure to the quarterback, but a surprise in 2020, only 23 sacks as a unit last year. So they're in need of bigger production from their pass rush in 2021. Remember, last year's numbers, they were in the
under pressure, and they got to him again. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. And now hang on here, because down on the field and appearing to be grimacing in some pain is the tight end, Zach Ertz. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First down, Murray. Going to throw right side here, complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. He's going to take another shot here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will run up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On 1st and 10, Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins on target there to Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. And even 40 yards. Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Cousins now. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Back to throw it, Murray. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So So for Arizona, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Vikings,